up, guys? I'm LQ. This is the LQ Review. Thank you so much for joining me here at my YouTube channel. This is where we talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that we'd love to talk about. Movies, video games, comic books, and TV shows. And right now I'm going to give you guys my review on the new movie, Those Who Wish Me Dead. Now, this premiered on HBO Max and in theaters simultaneously. This was not a movie that I was, high on my anticipation list, so I went ahead and watched it on HBO Max. And what did I think of it? It was pretty good. Now, I watched some reviews on it, and it's getting rave reviews by a lot of people. And I am not giving it a rave review. I liked it. But it did not hit me the way that it hit a lot of people. So it's about a it's about John Cena jumping into a fire zone and saving a boy from bad guys. Oh wait, that was another movie. That was another movie with Keegan-Michael Key. So I think it's funny that there was a movie. There was a movie released about a year and a half, 2 years ago. What was that movie called? It was with John Cena. He was a smoke jumper, and they found some kids. They saved some kids from a fire, and they end up adopting the kids. What was that movie called? Oh, I don't remember. I took my kids to see it. My kids really liked it. They liked it so much I had to buy it. I own it on digital because my kids. It wasn't my favorite. It was not my favorite movie. All right, Those Who Wish Me Dead was a better movie than that one. So in this movie, there is a couple hitmen who are trying to shut some people up for a political leader, played by Tyler Perry in just one scene. But these hitmen are trying to silence some people. There's a couple scenes where we see that happen. They're very cold, very calculating, and they meet their match when they try to kill this boy and his dad. Now they are successful. I mean, this isn't a spoiler. They are successful in killing the dad. The boy escapes into the woods, and he runs across smoke jumper Angelina Jolie. So Angelina Jolie does play a smoke jumper, just like John Cena played in his movie. You know, a firefighter that parachutes down to fight fires in the wilderness and rescue people. And in this movie, she has actually been put into a tower, kind of as a disciplinary thing from a police officer. That whole thing was a little weird. But since she's in this tower in the middle of nowhere, she actually runs across the boy who was running away from the hitmen. And the hitmen have, they are trying to find the boys. So before they run out into the woods to search for him, they decide to start with the police station. They're going to start with the police station and see if the police have found the boy. And they run into survivalist, played by John Bernthal, the Punisher himself, and his wife. Who played his wife? His wife Allison was played by Medina Senghor, and I'd never heard of Medina Senghor before. She is a character that, or she's an actress that I don't remember seeing her in anything else. Maybe I did, but she didn't really leave an impression if I did see her in anything else. And I gotta tell you, that has changed. She has left an impression here. She was pretty fantastic in this movie, as the survivalist wife of John Bernthal. In fact, what's funny is that it's an I don't know that I would call this an action movie. Guys, I'm sorry. I've got some chest congestion issues. I don't know that I would call this an action movie, but there's several action sequences in it. And what's funny is that this character, not Angelina Jolie, gets probably the most compelling action sequence in the movie. Her action sequence was very tense, very realistic, very raw, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm going to definitely be keeping my eyes out to see what she pops up in next. Angelina Jolie, however, is kind of the hero of the film, and she gets some great scenes in the movie, especially towards the end. You know, in the beginning, she's kind of this annoying character. She kind of is the Angelina Jolie. Like it's Angelina Jolie kind of playing herself, I think. Um, not to say that Angelina Jolie is annoying, but but I don't know how to say it. The character just wasn't all that compelling. But as the movie progressed and we learned more about some of the tragedy this character had experienced, and kind of some of the drive that this character has to protect this kid, her character became a lot more relatable and a lot more interesting. And towards the end, Hannah is the character that Angelina Jolie plays. Hannah gets some very fun action sequences. One of them involves exiting a tower with the kid to escape from the terrorist. Another one involves a battle in the not terrorist hitman. Another one involves a battle in the woods with fire raging everywhere against a hand-to-hand battle against one of the hitmen. So it was all very fun and choreographed very well. And Angelina Jolie just kind of doing what she does, kind of just owning the screen. So that was all real good. John Bernthal's character, though, was a bit of a wasted character. um, John Bernthal likes to chew his scenery. There's a scene where he's kind of asking the hitmen to kill him because he doesn't want to be the one to lead them to the kid. And it was John Bernthal doing what he does, just kind of chewing up that scenery and just shaning it up. The hitman that really stood out to me was the Nicholas Hoult character. Nicholas Hoult, I've never really seen him as this type of a villain before, just this cold, evil, calculating bad guy. And it was a nice change for Nicholas Hoult. Like I said, though, a lot of people are really raving on this movie, and I liked it, I enjoyed it, but I'm not exactly raving about it because there was no real satisfying conclusion to the movie. Now, some people are going to say, yeah, there was, LQ. This happened, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then what the kid was trying to do, he got it done. But for me, we never got to see the main antagonist of the movie, the person who was pulling all the strings in the background. We never got to see him get taken down. We kind of assumed that he was going to, but we didn't get to see that. Nor did we get to learn exactly why. I mean, it was all written on a piece of paper, but we never really got to learn why. We never got to learn what was written on this piece of paper that the kid had to read to the news. We just knew that there was something on that paper that would incriminate somebody important. We assumed it was the Tyler Perry character. But it's something that's going to incriminate somebody important. What that incrimination was, we don't know that either. So there's just a lot of maybe it was just the whole concept where we didn't need to know. All we needed to know is that the hitmen were after this boy. But for me, it would have given weight to what is this boy trying to do beyond survive and get in front of a news camera. What is the bigger story here? What is the bigger goal that he's trying to accomplish? What did Dad die for? What did his dad die for? I felt like there was just I felt like there's just this disconnect there, and I didn't have that connection. I wasn't able to make those connections. So for that, the movie was weaker for that. But it was an enjoyable ride. It was a bit of a slow burn, but once we got to the end of that burn, using slow burn in a fire movie. But once we got to the end of that slow burn, it really was very satisfying. So, yeah, there's some sad stuff in this. Yeah, the ending, there's some sad stuff in that too, but it was still a satisfying ending. So for me, I give Those Who Wish Me Dead a solid B. It was more good than bad. But I also feel like in some ways this is a missed opportunity to be a really great action movie. And instead, it was just kind of a serviceable action movie of the week type movie. that was a really good action movie of the week, but still an action movie of the week type movie. So that's my take on Those Who Wish Me Dead. What did you think of it? Let me know in the comments down below. Did you go to the theaters to see it? Did you watch it on HBO Max? I'd be interested in hearing that as well. While you're down there commenting, make sure that you subscribe to my channel. I put out a lot of content, and I want to make sure that you're up to date with everything that I'm doing. And as always, thank you so much for joining me right here at the LQ Review, where we get to talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff we love to talk about. Until next time, we'll see you later.